What's up, everybody? Mark with Coffee&Toys here, bringing you another G.I. Joe Classified Series unboxing and review. That's right, today you've probably been seeing them filling up your feeds, but hey, one more review wouldn't hurt. Let's talk about and let's review together G.I. Joe Classified Series number 119, the Cobra Ferret, Scout, and Ferret ATV. But before we get into the unboxing and review, let's talk about the coffee you're drinking. The coffee you're drinking should be the same coffee that I'm drinking, which is from coffeebrandcoffee.com. That's right, coffeebrandcoffee.com. If you like no frills, no gimmicks, just great tasting coffee, hit coffeebrandcoffee.com up right now using the link in the description down below or the promo code Coffee&Toys. That's COFFEENTOYS. Save yourself 5% on your first purchase or your 50th purchase. That being said, I am having the double caffeinated this morning because I am tired, worked last night, need that extra pick-me-up. So again, great tasting coffee, and yeah. So let's talk about this Ferret unboxing and review and what we're going to do today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Mark. I'm with Coffee&Toys. I review G.I. Joe comics, other comics, G.I. Joe toys, other toys, basically anything from my childhood. And what I normally do on the channel with unboxings such as these is we'll talk about the box, then we'll unbox the figure and the vehicle, we'll accessorize it, we'll talk about it, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on whether I thought it was worth the pickup. I am pretty excited about the Ferret. I never owned the Ferret as a child. I have owned it a few different times in my adult collecting life, but having it now in a classified 6-inch scale is very exciting. So let's jump into talking about the Cobra Ferret Scout and Cobra Ferret ATV. Okay, here we have it, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra, Cobra Ferret Scout, and Cobra Ferret ATV. Now, as you can see, it does come in the window packaging, so we do get the shot of our vehicle driver right here, and then we get this really cool shot of two Cobra Ferrets, and in the background we have I recognize that, but I don't remember, or maybe I don't recognize it, but it looks very similar to the ones down in Mexico. But yeah, that pyramid looks really cool. I don't know if that's from a particular episode of G.I. Joe or not. Drop me a comment and let me know if that's what this background's supposed to be representing. But of course, it's a fairly large box. I don't have my measuring tape or ruler nearby, but I would say it's about 12 to 15 inches in length and probably about 8 inches tall and about 2.5, 3 inches deep. So it is a fairly large box. Now, as I try to move it around so you can see the back of the package, of course, we get that great breakdown. We can see it's number 119 in the series. We get a breakout of the action figure that's included with her helmet, a knife, 2 pistols, the Ferret ATV, of course, and then some pictures of the decals on the box. And I'll go ahead and get it out of the way right now because it's even on the back of the package. Hasbro, it is an absolute crime that you misspelled, or I didn't have somebody proofread this and misspelled the word launch. I'm sorry, that is a big slip. We'll see if it's actually like that on the Ferret ATV itself, but I believe it probably is. Of course, down here at the bottom, you have all of the warnings in the various languages. Spinning it around to the side, I don't know how great a shot I'm going to get because this box is so big. Let's see if I can just pull out so you can see it. There you go. You get a beautiful picture of the Cobra Ferret Scout, and she's looking pretty menacing. Those are some mean eyebrows she has going on there. So we have that right there. Go ahead and spin it around to the other side once again, so you can see the different iconographies they have, and I'll make sure to throw those on the screen as well so that you can compare what those mean if you're so interested. Also, QR code that's completely useless. I scanned it right before the start of this video. It literally takes you to a link that's busted. It's Hasbro's link for shop, but it doesn't go anywhere. So Hasbro, fix the QR code, make it go to the iconography page. I know you can do it. So with that out of the way, let's take one final look at the Cobra Ferret before we get into unboxing this and seeing what this is really all about. Real quick, I wanted to show you guys what it looked like when you pull out the inner box, just so you can see how it all is. Of course, you've got the separation here in the cardboard, you've got the figure in the plastic tray on the right, and then you actually have the Ferret tied in with the 4 wheels on top. And then you also get one of these ammunition crates with 119 on the top that's going to have all the accessories included. And then of course you also get the inside the actual box is the blueprint / instructions for the Ferret ATV. So with that being said, I'm going to get this out of the box and then we'll jump into the review of the Ferret Scout and Ferret ATV. Okay, I've gotten everything out of the packaging and I figure we'll start with the Scout. So first impressions are the Scout, I believe, is just one of the Cobra Valkyries, just with a different paint app, and maybe this new chest piece protector, I believe, is actually unique to this figure. So let's pull it in close and take a quick look at it. Like I said, the first thing I noticed is the eyebrows and the extra mascara around her eyes. So she is looking very, very mean. She is, of course, in a gray color with some blue and black highlights, set off by that Cobra insignia in the middle of her that chest plate. Moving down, you can see she's got 2 pouches on her to hold her, well, 1 pouch, I should say, for her gun here, and then another one on her right thigh. Moving down the figure, we do see where she can keep her blade on her bottom left leg, and she does have some extra pop of blue color on either side on her forearms. And yeah, overall a great looking figure. Have no issues with it. I think it looks great. Of course, she does come with a few accessories, so we will get into those right now if I can get her to stand up. There we go. She does come with, like I mentioned, a boot knife, so it's just cast in all black, pretty generic, nothing too exciting about it. So we'll go ahead and just accessorize her as we go. So of course that can go right in there, fits in like a glove. Stand her back up. And then she does come with she wields 2 pistols, and they are, you know, again, nothing overly special that we haven't seen before. They do have openings in the bottom so that you can put blast effects in there if you choose to. So let's just go ahead and get those put in their proper spots on the figure. And again, I applaud Hasbro for always making it where a figure can hold all of their weapons on their person, either by being attached to a backpack or some sort of web gear. So there's that one, and then the other one goes on her right leg, just below her hip. Okay, there we go. So she has those weapons there. And I guess I should go through the articulation, but you know what it is. It's a classified figure, so of course it's got full range of articulation, pinless elbows, pinless knees, the whole 9 yards. She does have a twist at the midsection, and then this lower part of her body above the hip turns as well. Of course, she's got the drop-down hips, double jointed knees, as I mentioned, full range of motion. Then we got the rocker ankles and the up and down motion as well. The wrists do go 360 and I believe have a little bit of up and down turn as well. And then we've got the bicep cut, the elbow joint swivel at the circle or at the shoulder. So fantastic figure overall. And then yeah, the last accessory of course is her helmet, you know, safety first with Cobras. And gotta admit, this helmet is pretty nice. I'm not sure what I think about it in blue, but I mean, it goes off with the rest of the figure, so it's fine. I could see them reusing this. Those teeth, those fangs on the upper part in the white look fantastic. I think that's what really sets this off. Also, the 2 white stripes at the front of the mask helmet look really nice, like bottom fangs as well. Paint app's a little off on mine, but nothing too major. And again, it's just a really fantastic helmet. And of course, it's just going to bring her in here. It's soft enough plastic that you can slide it right over her head, and boom, she is ready to ride the Ferret. So that looks really cool. I'll probably actually display her like that. I really do like that. So with that being said, that is the review of the figure. Let's get into reviewing the Ferret and putting it together. All right, here we have the Ferret. It is disassembled just straight out of the packaging, as I showed earlier. And what we have to work with is a lot of little pieces. These are not the little pieces. These are the tires. We're going to start with those momentarily. But we do have quite a number of pieces over here, including the handlebar, the front bumper with the pull cable, the large gun that goes on the back, the missiles that go on the side, the pieces for the missiles to connect to the body of the Ferret, an additional part to the front bumper, and this little guy, which I believe goes for the mounting point of the turret. So let's get this guy all put together. I do have the sheet right here so you guys can see what I am going through. This is pretty much what it is. And let's step through it together right now. Of course, it shows you right here the correct way to put the treads on, so that's nice. Treads go pointing down, not backwards. So let's go ahead and start that with those treads, getting them put on the proper way. So we know that the treads should be pointing downward, which means like that. So this is on this side. Wow, that did not snap the way I thought it. I know there's a nice snapping. There it is. I was like, I know this snaps in place well. All right, so this one goes in. Get that nice snap. Spin it around to the other side. Again, another nice snap. The fourth and final. Oh, might help if I lined it up. And that one didn't pop in. There we go. And you can see it's got springs in there. That's a very nice feature. So you've noticed that most of the vehicles, they do give us some suspension of sort. Okay, so now we have the Ferret with the wheels on it. Let's go ahead and start by putting the smallest piece on first. And this goes on the back of the Ferret, I believe. Let's see. I got to look again to see exactly where that pegs in at. Oh, it helps if I just do it the right way. So we need to put on this. Is that actually where that goes? No, it says it actually goes off to the side, which makes more sense because you don't want to shoot your officer or your scout in the face. So you can just, the C-clamp goes right on there. And of course, then once you've done that, you can peg in right there the Ferret gun. Probably should have put it on first before I did this, but yep, that was a dumb move on my part. So let's pull it off. Let's put it on. Golly, that does not want to go in there. There we go. Just got to do some of that hawk tui, right? Spit on that thing. Have you guys seen that? That thing has been all over. I tried to avoid stupid stuff like that, but that one went just a little too viral. Anyway, I digress. So there we go. That looks very nice. And of course, it has that rotation on it, so that's going to look very nice once we get it all set up together. Moving forward, we do have to put both of these on. This is for the missiles to attach to the lower side, so real simple. Assuming I'm putting it in the correct way. There we go. There's one. All right, there's two. Perfect. Then we have, like I said, we get the two missiles, one for each side. You can see the holes right here. Just peg those in. Perfect. There's the other one. These missiles are a little soft, but not terrible. There we go. So there we go. We got both missiles on the Ferret. And now we can put in the handlebar, which is actually got some very nice detailing to it. So let me zoom in so you can see that. Very nice detailing. So let's zoom back out. You can see that it just pops right in here. Nothing too special. There we go. All right, there's that. Now we have the final two pieces to put on, which would be the bumper and the piece that attaches to the bumper. So this is the bumper with the tow cable. And if we look at it, it should pop in something like this. Is that right, or am I doing it backwards? I think I'm doing it backwards. There we go. Well, let's just consult the old. Okay, toe goes up, shorter on bottom, and it should go something like this. Well, maybe. There's only one way it goes in. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at it wrong. It is the bottom ones. So it does go in like so. So you can see it from the angle. The top teeth, I'm going to call it, these up here just go at the angle. These go in the middle, and then the bottom ones fit in. And then we should be able to attach that to the front, where you can actually see the holes that line up. And press. Wow, that actually goes in pretty snug. There we go. All right, there we have it. We do have the Cobra Ferret. It is now all put together. And give you a little bit of an isometric view of it for a moment. Looks nice. Looks very nice. Of course, this rotates as well, so you can point in various different directions. It has openings in it, so you can put blast effects as well. Of course, we've already talked about the missiles. Looking at the decals on it, so zoom in here a little bit so you can get a good look. Of course, you get the Crimson Guard, the Semper Fidelis Serpents, so that's very nice. This will pair up well if you have the Hiss tank or even the SMS. Spinning around, there's our unfortunate tampo that says LAUCH, Louch information. That's embarrassing, Hasbro. Wow. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I like the Cobra decal there. I like the silver. You can see the motor. No step, of course, which G.I. Joe vehicle wouldn't be complete without a no step. And then we have this secure cover, which I don't know if this actually comes off. I have not watched any other reviews. I try to come into these pretty blind, so I don't know anything about them. But nothing showing is coming off there. Spinning around the back, got a nice little dual exhaust. You could put an actual smoke screen in there. It's got some plugs. Get a closer look at the wheels. You can see we've got some Cobra ATV. The wheels are very nice. Again, that suspension as well just looks very nice. Spinning around, here's the gun. I accidentally pressed it down, but as you can see, it just moves up and down. It swivels left to the right. Very nice. And yeah, moving down here, of course, we get more decals. Nothing on that side. Nice additional detail there for the foot plates. There's how the wheel spins. As you can see, it's very nice. And then the front of it, of course, you've got everything up from the headlight to the turret up here to the winch and cable. I mean, this is just a fantastic looking vehicle. Definitely seems like it's worth the price of admission. So let me get the Cobra Scout on there, and then we'll do kind of one final overview, and I'll give you my take on this, the newest vehicle from the G.I. Joe Classified series. Okay, I was able to get the Scout on the ATV, and a couple things about it. I didn't mention earlier, while this does turn, it is independent of the wheels, so the wheels aren't actually going to turn whenever you turn the actual steering column. So not a big deal, I suppose. Getting her to sit down properly is not going to happen. I'm sorry, I've moved her around. If you want her to be holding onto the handlebar, she is not going to be, her butt is not going to be sitting on that seat. And if you actually go back and look at the front picture from the cover art on the box, it's the same thing. She's actually riding above the seat. So looks nice otherwise. I did move the gun and put it further over towards the camera so that this can move up a little bit better and not just run into her shoulder. Now it still does, if you pull it down, it does hit. Now, of course, you can pull it past that and you don't have a big deal. So again, it's nice. You can pull it, and if you move it further over, it does allow it to point more up, so you can actually have your passenger be on the back of the vehicle as well. I know a lot of people probably are trying to recreate that Storm Shadow's Firefly picture from the vintage version. But yeah, I think it looks well. I mean, here's how it rolls. There's, nothing wrong with it. It's a great vehicle. I wasn't super excited about getting it. I only ordered this one, but I am glad I got it. It's a fun vehicle. I'll probably wind up, I don't know, I might wind up putting Tomax and Zaymont on this. I think that would be kind of fun to have the Crimson Twins riding on this, since that's another thing that's famous for this vehicle. Yeah, missiles detach pretty easily. Again, they're just kind of there for show. It's not really going to do a whole bunch, I guess. It's not like when we were a kid and we could just throw the missiles at our G.I. Joes. I don't know if a lot of us are doing that today. Maybe we are. Maybe you are. Let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you like this video if you enjoyed what you've seen and heard so far. But yeah, looks really nice. There's a front view of it. There it is from the other side. Again, you can see she kind of stands up. Now you can, if you take her off the handlebar, you can put her in a sitting position. no problem. It's just that she has to sit a little further back on the vehicle. But let me know what you think. I think this was worth the pickup. If you're playing the long game on it, yeah, wait for it to go on discount. I think it's sold out a couple times, but it keeps coming back in stock at HasbroPulse.com. Let me know if you pick this thing up. Let me know if you're now interested in picking it up after watching this review. And again, make sure you like the video, drop a comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. With that being said, I'm Mark. You've been watching Coffee with Toys, and I'll see you later.
Let's go.